1924. This is a late Russell steam engine. It's a 1924. It is 25 horse, fairly large engine, probably as large as any of the engines here on the ground. It spent its working life in the area around Home Point and Crookston, Missouri. Shipped into Home Point. It was due, unloaded there, and it dragged, sawed, and had to pull the hole loose. Most of its working life. Sounds pretty good. Still coming up the hill. All right, as I said, 1924, 25 horse Russell steam engine. Jeff Hewitt, Columbia, Missouri, is the owner of that engine and the operator today. Beautifully restored piece. Glad to have it here. Thank you, Jeff. Whistle. Whistle it. All right. Now we're going to do a little scale model now. This is a half scale of a 32 horse steam engine. It was built by Bob Thomas of Orange, Missouri in 1990. Bob's son Mike is running it along with Jeremy. Jeremy's been operating that most of the day. Looks like Mike got here. The two of them are on there making a dough. It looks like we got a pair of new young operators. That's a wonderful. Always like those young ones. How about the whistle there, Mike? Christopher and Ashton. You guys enjoying that? Thank you all. Yeah. Drinking among young. That's good. Okay. Full-size engine again. This is Ken Donovan.
Coming up the parade route, listen to her bark a little.
Oh, listen to her pulling right up there. What they seem to do, Miles, is go awful slow. Dave's done a good job there.
Twin cylinder.
Twin cylinder engines, the only twin cylinder we got out here this year. This is the Ken Donovan steam engine. These were very popular in this part of the country. They come out of Indiana. They must have been a good deal because there were a lot of them around here. This is a 1921 model owned by Johnny Graff, Reed of Bromley, Missouri. And he's just over there checking to make sure everybody's doing it right.
Sitting over there next to Mississippi.
Probably got some advice for you, David. He'll have some for you later. You already got the advice. Good. I'm glad he can tell you how to do that. See who you got up there with you, Jim? There he is, over there, and a couple grandkids. George and Ashland. All right. Good to have a family affair. Give her a little toot and take her out. All right. Staff Reeds are very active with this show. Been here a long time, been very active. John and the whole family. So we're glad to see them here. That Trailway coming up now. This is a later steam engine. It's a 1919. It came about from the formation of the mergers of Advance and Rumley and Rumley Company. They produced this engine, probably one of the better engines ever made, the way it was designed, ran, and handled. It is, as I said, a 1919. It's considered a 20 horse, 2075 engine. It is owned by the Bruns family over in Polk, Missouri. Valerie, and let's see, Valerie and Red are up on there today, and Debbie's on the back hanging on. So, got the second generation on today. We had one of the thirds on yesterday. Valerie comes all the way from North Carolina to do this every day, every year.
We got a lady driver.
Yeah, we do have them. We're always happy about that. Toot the whistle there.
Lady, we have a whistle.
Thank you.
Debbie is our hard-working treasurer of our association, and hats off. A lot of work right there with Debbie and the good work that she does every year for the association. How many of these are reportedly in existence, Jim? This is one of our rarer.
Well, no, they own the rare ones. 1917, 65 horse case steam engine. GI Case built more steam engines than any other manufacturer. Actually, they built more than all the others put together. They used the same design as you'll see with the 50 comes. They used basically the same design on all the engines and just made them bigger and smaller. You guys need to grease that a little bit, Lord. It sounds squeaky in there. At any rate, this engine's owned by Richard Adams, Keith Groshon of Columbia, Missouri. Kurt Adams and Reese Groshon are doing the controls today.
The next generation.
Next generation. That's the second generation engine.
The young generation.
Yeah. I don't tell you boys about the grease stand too. Lord, that's terrible. That's one of the things I'm not noted for is having anything good squeeze.
Hey, they can hear you now. Like give them a hand. That's a nice engine.
Thank you all. Yes.
This was freshly restored for this year.
Well, I don't not this year, but this is freshly cleaned off. They did repaint that engine, do quite a bit of work to it.
Boy, you talking? Get your camera out and take one here. Here's a beauty.
This is a nice looking little engine. This is a year later than the one you just saw. Actually, 3 years later. This is a 1920 model. It is a 50 horse model, so it's about 15 horse less than the one you just saw. But it is basically, as you can see, the same design. Case used the same design on all their engines, and they were very, very popular, and that's why they made so many and sold so many. They were good, solid engines, pretty basic, pretty easy for the people to operate. And back then, you know, transitioning from horse to mechanical, most of these farmers didn't really know much about operating equipment, so it was quite a challenge to go from horse to steam engine. But this is a beautifully restored piece. It's owned by the Kester family. They come from St. Charles, Missouri. Brian's up on there today.
Dewey Bartell.
Dewey Bartell, I'll get that right.
Hails from the Marshall area. Well as you all know, we've always had for years and years and years the old 60 cat, the Eckers family, and it's no longer with us, but we have a really good one right here, Key, and the sister to it, the best.
This is the best. This is the 19th best. Those of you that have been coming to the show for a long time know that for years we had a 60 Caterpillar. Well, the Caterpillar looked just like this because it was actually come out of this company. 2 companies, as most of you, or at least some of you may know, merged to form the Caterpillar Tractor Company we know today, the Holt Corporation and the Best Corporation. And when they merged, the new company took what they thought at that time was the best of the large pieces, which was the best, 60, and made the Holt piece. So what you see here is the predecessor to the Caterpillar Tractor. This is what formed the Caterpillar. This was the design that came. This is a 1921 model. It's owned by the Brun family, and Chris is on there today. He's the 3rd generation that was on the steam engine yesterday. Good to see you. Good to have you. And we're really glad to have that piece with us, Miles. That's a very historical piece, and those are fairly rare. Yeah. That's a pretty rare piece there.
Hey, we're ready to start our international feature right here in front and center with none better than Richard and Gene Racker's Super M, a 1953 first day right here. They're from New Bloomfield, Missouri. Richard is very active in Chapter 1 and very active also in our MRVSEA chapter, and he and his family have been working very hard. One of the producers of this international feature this year, and the Super M, not a lot of them when you compare them to the M numbers, and he's got a nice one right here. Thank you, Richard. Give this man a nice hand. Done a lot of work for us.
Hey, this is not rain too much in Trump. This is a 1981 International Cub Cadet Tractor. Sherman of Bill, Missouri, has this little tractor. Get into the tractor business, he tells this for sale. So, if you want to get one, blocking the thing. All right, we got another little Cub Cadet. He's going to give you a starting demonstration. This is also owned by Bill Sherman, and it's a 1981. He's a Jewish Bill. Brad Johnson is giving us the starting demonstration. we're going to get a pushing demonstration. How about that? Boy, I tell you, Miles, you and Richard are pretty good. Come on up here. Bring the next one on and we'll talk about it. Great start with you, Larry. Okay, got a little bean cultivator. Larry and Ronnie back. Been more right over there. 645 bean, and he's got a little wonder plow. This is what we like to see. We like to see those exhibits and show what these things did. Owned by the Rodney Box family of St. Anthony. 40 years. Restored in 08 and still in use. Lovely to see this, what it did for a living. We're going to get another one here showing you what these little tractors are used for. This is a C. This is the next size bigger. It's a 1950. Charlie Rackers of California, Missouri owns this tractor. He got it from a local implement dealer, and he's got a nice little manure spreader on the back. It would have been a smaller model, just suited for the little seed. Beautiful to see these pieces. You know, for years we collected tractors, and we sort of forgot about what they did. So this is nice to see examples of what we did with our machinery. This is an MD, which stands for diesel. The 1951 model. Gerald and Mary Jane Pierce of Armstrong, Missouri, and Chris Pierce of New Franklin's running it. Right. So when he takes off, he can make her scream.
Okay, we got a Farmall Super C, Dick Rackers of Powell, Missouri. Bought at Farm Sales, Powell's area, restoration in process. Well, it looks pretty good, sir. Thank you.
All right. W4 coming up next. This is a 1948. Nice little wide front end tractor. You don't see many of the little wide fronts in this part of the country. It's owned by the Dick Knight Farm from St. Elizabeth, Missouri. And Kenny Dick Knight running that tractor. Now you're home.
Okay, next we have a WD9. David Jones, you know what a WD9 is? I'm just checking. We got an authority in the audience here. This is a Dick Knight Farm tractor, St. Elizabeth, Missouri. Stephen Dick Knight is the owner and operator here, and it's a 1950. This is where International really excelled with these designs. It started on gas, and they would switch over on diesel, and they were very successful.
Just back a little bit now, we're going to show you a little older model. It's a 1938. It's funny. Dick Knight Farms and Henry Dick Knight. St. Elizabeth got that tractor. Nice set-up.
Farmall Cubs.
Those are
Farmall Cubs up next. Owner Mike Connell, and he's from St. Louis. Shown by Evans Patterson, and he's from home.